After your little you and Giyuu continued to lay like that for a while, simply enjoying each other's company and watching small droplets of water lap from the stalactites above. Giyuu hummed slightly to himself, listening to you tell him stories of your adventures when he wasn't with you. Like how you once scrambled upon a strawberry field and had eaten a few only to receive troublesome tummy aches in the end. You even told him stories of Ibuzo and how he protected you from a bear, or when he accidentally got into a fight with a squirrel over a walnut, with the squirrel coming out as the winner, of course. Giyuu couldn't help but laugh at that. Just the sheer image of a demon losing a fight against a little old squirrel must have been quite an embarrassing sight to behold. Though it still somewhat infuriated him that Ibuzoi was a demon. But after hearing the wholesome tales of and how fondly you spoke of him, the water pillar slowly began okay with it. He laughed. It was genuine, happy, and made you feel fuzzy inside. It was the most beautiful sound you had ever heard him make as you spooned, popped yourself onto your elbows, and stared at his stoic face. "What's wrong?" he asked. "Oh, nothing. You started? It's just, I feel so happy right now. You make me so happy, Giyuu," you told him affectionately, your words suddenly sending a pleasant shiver down his spine. "You're always so good to me. I'm the luckiest Kitsune Isuku in all the land." You beamed. Your praise had an intimate effect on him as he stared, craving for more. He discovered by accident a few months ago that he loved it when you called him darling, when he helped you with something trivial. Like, he could tell that you loved being a good girl during your intimate moments. It was true that he was softening a little when it came to you, always wanting to spoil you whenever he could, presenting you with random gifts when he saw something that reminded him of you. "Idiot," he scoffs, blushing profusely. "I am one who is lucky to have someone like you," he confesses. If he received any more compliments, no doubt he'll melt right on the spot. You giggled and kissed him on the lips, slightly thanking him for all the time spending together. You really didn't want this day to end, but alas, good things always must come to an end soon, because he'll be returning back to the demon-slaying course. With his ribs fully healed, you knew he probably had a few big commissions waiting for him back, and maybe making him too busy for the period that you have keeping him for. But returning back to you was all worth it. Exiting the cave, you both swam back over for a bit, splashing each other with the water and laughing. As time passed, the temperature dropped significantly. It didn't bother you much, since you were a Kitsune with abnormal body temperature, but sadly for Giyuu was still very much human, and you didn't want him to catch a cold. After drying off and getting dressed, you two left the waterfall together, hand in hand. At this point, the both of you were feeling awfully tired, and by the time you got home, it was completely night, as the two of you took a quick wash-up before heading straight to bed. Tonight's the last night Giyuu would be spending with you, yet you slightly wished the both of you could spend more time together with each other, but knew Giyuu had to return back to work. You snuggled closer to him, which Giyuu didn't mind at all. He always seemed to find himself getting more and more attached to you, the point to not even wanting to ever leave you. But as a war against demons continued to rage on, he knew the moments like these were rare to come by. He was being selfish, but only because he never had something to be selfish about before. Not since his sister, our Sabi, I always say his name wrong, Sabito. It felt good, though. Everything was good, and Giyuu felt like the happiest man on earth. "I love you, Giyuu," you softly spoke, as your words had Giyuu's heart swelling with love as he wraps his arms around you. "I love you too," he murmurs, though his tone was monotone, but you could hear the overwhelming joy in his voice as he snuggles up to you, even more, holding you tight. You loved hearing him say those words. As you still sought your bedkant, even after all these months, you hugged him, and your head resting on his chest, you could hear his heartbeat and listen to the arithmetic beats. After a while, you grew bored, and Giyuu slightly shifted, only to gasp, "Yin, what do you—" "Please, Giyuu, one more round." You pampered kisses all over his chest, his collarbone, his jawline, and then connected your lips to his. The kiss was slow and passionate, contrasting with the way you both usually kissed, fast and rough, just the way he liked it. But this felt exactly right. It was as if time stopped exactly. It was just the two of you in your little own world. Giyuu sighs as he kisses you deeply, convoying all his feelings for you, as he knew he would eventually give into his carnal desires towards you. Besides, wasn't it the last night? So he needed to let you know that you meant everything to him. As he caressed his fingers through your dampened hair while sliding his other hand down your spine, you moaned into his kiss. When he squeezes, you know, he was getting hard again. When morning came, finally, Giyuu was up and getting dressed. Once finished and gathering his katana, he slowly turned towards you, watching you continue to sleep, laying in bed before him, deep in your dreams. All 9 of your tails and ears occasionally twitching as he snored softly. Leaning down, he kissed you on your forehead. "I love you," he whispered. His lips spoke before his mind did, and the impact of them returned slowly when he saw the corners of your eyes starting to tear. "Giyuu," you mumbled in your sleep. Without another word, the water hushed slightly, bid you farewell. A few hours later, you woke to find your lover missing. The futon felt cold, and you didn't sense his presence in the room, meaning he was already gone for some time. You slowly brought your knees up to your chest, listening as the house fell silent. Giyuu's scent still hung in the air as you turned your head towards the window, spotting the cherry blossom trees that barred you and Giyuu's initials on its bark. You could only wait patiently until he came back. Sadly, that is the last of these chapters for now. Remember, it's not completed, but I want to ask your guys' opinion. Which of the Hashira do you want next? I have all of them ready. I will be making a community post for you guys to pick which ones you want. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I love you all so much, and it's gonna be a while until I post Demon Slayer, but be ready for when I do.